Hello, vinyl community, everybody else watching this, and especially Ron. This is my entry into Ron, who is Hogs Ear Report's 500 subs contest. And before I begin, I want to say you deserve way more than 500 subs, Ron. If you guys don't know who Ron is, he's huge into the 60s, but he does punk and stuff too really well. He's got a lot in common with Randy, Deadwax 66. They listen to a lot of the same stuff. I do too. And Vinyl Richie's in there, and there's a bunch of people. But Ron's got a great channel, and he's doing a 500 subs contest. And one of the things I like is that he's not using his contest to try to get more subscribers, which most people do. I was guilty of that. Most people, all you gotta do is be a subscriber and then you can enter my contest. Ron's cut his off to the first 500 and that's it. And I think that's awesome, Ron. I really do. That's amazing. And anyway, you deserve it. And I'm a little frightened to do this video because if any of you have seen Ron's 500 subs video, I mentioned in it is, wow, look and see what he does. And I think I'm going to let you down, Ron, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to win this thing. But anyway, Ron's premise for his contest, it's a great one, is show 2 album covers that have something in common, that are linked somehow, that go together, that whatever makes you think of the other album. And I've spent a lot of time going through my collection, and in fact, he said you can show 1 to 10, but if you just show 1, it better be really good. And he's judging it. He's not just picking a random winner. He is going to have a random winner too, but he's judging it. So, that's why I don't think I'm going to win. But I've liked this so much, I'm going to do a follow-up video with some more that I didn't think were as good as these. Maybe they're better. I don't know. But that's not included, Ron. I'm just making another video, spread your thread, because I really like the idea. And I want to say one more thing before I begin in showing linked albums, is that I haven't watched anybody else's video on purpose. I don't want to cheat, and I don't want to steal ideas, and I don't... If I've done the same idea as someone else, it's just, I did. I didn't watch one video, and there's also tons of websites you can look on, which I haven't done either. I did a long time ago, years ago, but I didn't want to cheat. I wanted to do this honestly. So anyway, here we go. I'm showing 10 albums that are linked, and the first one is a pretty obvious link, but it's so obvious, but I had to show it because it's just so funny. And I'm going to do sort of the way Ron did, and I'll hold them together eventually, but I'll pick them both up. And it's Von Meter and the First Family. Everybody's seen this record. It's at every thrift store in the world, and you've all seen it. It's Von Meter, the First Family's comedy record. A lot of people didn't know that Rich Little made one of the Carters, and it's the same. I mean, he said you could do parodies, and this is about as big a parody besides the Spaghetti album that is it Pat Paulson, whoever did the Spaghetti album. I have that too, but Ron showed that. So anyway, so here they are side by side. Clearly, there's a reason here that I'm showing them both. That's my first one, Rich Little and Von Meter. I got them reversed here, but even the fonts, everything is like down to okay, it's my first one. Second one, I got to thinking and I'm like, you know, yeah, it's this. Tears for Fears, Songs from the Big Chair. Any idea what this reminds me of? It should. It's pretty obvious once you see it. It's Simon and Garfunkel's Bookends. Besides the hand on the face, the head, it's sort of the same record cover. I'm getting a lot of glare tonight. Sorry about that. So there you go. There's my second choice. I did best to worst to best, by the way, so don't go, oh, these are terrible. They get better. I think. Pretenders, Learning to Crawl. I'm not showing much obscurities. I know, yeah, I'll get there a little bit, but any idea what this reminds me of? Because it really does to me. It's the Pretenders doing the Who's first album cover, basically, is what it is. And if you look at them side by side, they really are sort of doing the same thing. I know I'm getting terrible glare here, but yeah, slightly different angle and everything, but it's the same pose. So the Who and the Pretenders is 3. This one is so obvious I almost didn't include it, but yet it is so obvious. I think it's really where it came from. This, by the way, was released in the 70s or even early 80s. It's Elvis's 1969, The Year in Review. And they definitely took it from New York, sometime in New York City, John and Yoko's album. I mean, even the fonts are even the same. I mean, if you look. So, yeah. Elvis ripping off Lennon, which, I don't know. Well, he didn't. It was past his death. But RCA. There's my 4th one. This one is a late edition. I had them all picked out, and then I thought about this, and I said, you know, the Stooges, this wasn't a very original photo, actually, if you think about it, for Stooges' first album, because they sort of got it from the Rolling Stones out of our heads. They're very similar. Again, very, very similar photos. And I know I'm not doing anything amazing here, but they just jumped out at me. Yeah, they're the same. This next one is a late edition too. That I was going through some albums and I saw this and I said, wait a minute. This is Oxen Dale and Shepherd. Put your money where your mouth is. And it's just sort of a collage of faces. These faces all have their a quarter over their mouths for some reason. But it's very reminiscent of the Who's Face Dances LP. It's very reminiscent of the Who's Face Dances LP. Not going to say it's a parody, but it's certainly similar. Same kind of thing. I went through this and I was like, well, this is an odd treatment for a record cover. And where have I seen this before? And I think this was actually first. But I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen something like this before. And it's the Coasters, the Greatest Hits, did sort of the same thing. So they definitely reminded me of each other. Camera's making them look too pink, they're not, but anyway. Okay, now the last 3 are my 3 favorites. If those didn't impress you, and they probably didn't, I like these 2. Neil Diamond, Shiloh. Right, nothing special, nothing, you know. But then you look at Peggy Lee, is that all there is? And it's just that cover with the dots drawn together. It really is a very, very similar cover. Phenomenally so, actually. So I had to include this. So there you go. That's like my 3rd favorite that I found, actually. This next one blew me away. This might actually be almost my favorite. I guess it's my 2nd favorite one. But the Motors, approved by the Motors. There they all are on the cover there, 4 guys in that pose just like that. But wait a minute. What about Plan 9 in the exact same pose. It's the same shot. It's so close that it's a little scary. So yeah, this one, I saw this, I'm like, wait a minute, I know this pose. And there you go. So, and my last one, I saw the second album I'm going to show. I'll show this one first. I saw this and I'm like, wait a minute, I know this cover. Too Hot to Be This Cool, the Winx. I got this from Bomp. I don't know if this is a Bomp record or not. I could look. I don't even see the name of the label. Rockin' Bones, nah, they just sold it, I think. It's an Italian record anyway. It's the Winx, right? But look at Montevani in Hollywood. This one just blows me away. It is so close. I mean, they're the same cover. So there you go. This is my number one. And this is like my favorite one because it's just blew me away. Anyway, there you go. There's my entry to Ron's contest. Show us some album covers that remind you of each other. Good luck to the winner. It's not going to be me. Stick around. I am going to do another one of these just for kicks because I think it's a great idea, Ron. And congratulations on your 500 subs. Check out Ron's channel, the Hogs Ear Report, which took me so long to figure out where he got that name from, and it's so obvious. Great name, great channel. You deserve it, Ron. And hope a lot of people enter the contest. And like I said, good luck to the winner. And take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.